Welcome into Sonny's Breakdown this week. Horned Frogs coming off that 13-7 win against the Utah Utes last week. We've got a couple of plays we're going to break down for you right now. And it's fun to do special teams. I always like doing special teams play. Let's start with this one. This was early on, coaches, the opening drive for Utah, and you're able to get a punt block here.
Yeah, first punt of the game. So what we wanted to do is kind of not show pressure early, let them get into their protection, and then walk up and show punt pressure late. Then we got those guys to condense their wedge a little bit, and, which was good. And then we snuck Shad Banks through the left up back and the center up back right there. And that was obviously a big play for us and a great way to start the game. We wanted to come out aggressive. We wanted to come out firing, and set the tone for the game. And I thought this was a big play just in terms of setting the tone. Wish we could have picked this ball up here.
Yeah.
And, had an opportunity to probably pick this thing up and go score right here, but it didn't work out that way and ended up getting a field goal blocked here, but it was a great way to start the game.
You guys had obviously seen something on film. This is a good punter, by the way. This guy one of the better punters in the league.
Yeah, good punter, and right now we're one of the teams that leads the nation in block kicks. I think we've got three block kicks and a block punt, 4 total blocks. So, this is Bob Wager, is a high school coach that's came over and really helped us, and Bob is a longtime coach at Arlington Martin, very successful high school guy, and his niche has always been blocking punts and field goals, and he's done a great job working with us, and did a tremendous job helping us scheme this up, and then Shad does a great job here getting skinny on the wedge. You can see here he's got a split the center up back and the left up back, and you can see he gets right through that gap right there and is able to get his hand on the ball and block the punt.
And it helps that you got about 5 guys back there. I mean, these guys have to pick who they're
we
going to
showed
block.
a lot of pressure and tried to get those outside guys to widen out a little bit, which created a little bit of a seam, and Shad was able to sneak his hand through there.
And by the way, just so fun, Shad Banks is one of the best athletes on the team, right?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, Shad got a concussion the very first play of the season against Stanford, and we just got him back, and he made a big play. That's his first play that he got back. So you think about it, he had 2 plays on the year, a kickoff return where he knocked the guy out, and then a blocked punt. So he's a guy that brings something to our team.
He should get a star on his helmet.
Yeah, he should for sure.
Yeah, right. We got the play of the game coming up next.
My name is Vincent Hancock. I'm a 4-time Olympian, 3-time gold medalist in international skeet shooting. When I step on the Olympic stage, I'm representing the United States of America. All the tools that I use have to be the highest quality that I can get. I know then that I can trust it. You have to put in the time, the effort. That's the excellence that you find in the people at the very, very top. I'm trying to get to perfection because perfection can never be beaten.
Welcome back into Sonny's Breakdown. It's our play of the day right now. It's presented by our friends at Texas Health. This one on defense, Coach. We talked about Shad Banks. There's a new guy who hadn't been available much of the year. Here's a couple of the other new, fresh faces out there for you defensively.
Yeah, it's good to get some guys back and some guys healthy. You can see we've got a little bit of an edge pressure here. Devin Deal does a tremendous job of getting some push here on the left tackle, forces him back to the quarterback, makes him a little uncomfortable, makes him shuffle up in the pocket, and then he shuffles right up to Marcel. And so this is the way pressure defenses work, is you get penetration and it forces somebody to come up, and then you have somebody else that comes up and makes a play. So it was great to see Marcel Brooks get a sack, and good to see him out there and compete. And this was our rush package where we got a lot of speed on the field, and I thought Marcel did a heck of a job playing hard here and making the play.
Yeah, he had a pair of these on the day, by the way, did Marcel. It's as if there's a specialty package for Marcel that seems to work.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is just 11 guys playing together. It all starts with coverage right down here.
Yep.
The quarterback's a little bit uncomfortable. I think we get somebody in the throwing window there early. He feels the pressure from Devin coming off the edge, steps up, and then Marcel does a good job of staying in his lane and making a sack on the quarterback right there.
Rewinding just a second, Coach, because there was one thing that I noticed during this play that I thought, okay, as it plays out, this tight end releases, and do we let him go?
Yeah. So what happens here is he kind of chips his way out. So he chips Marcel, chips his way out, and then we're in a zone coverage, and we have a linebacker that's standing over there.
Johnny Hodges over here.
That's ready over there to pick him up. Yeah, and so you can see Johnny kind of starting right there and feathers out. And it's a little bit of a kind of a short crossing route, almost a mesh route, and we played it pretty well. And again, that's the reason why the quarterback had to step up in the pocket.
You know what? You had great play out of the defensive ends in this ball game, but I think there were a couple of guys in the interior of the D-line that played well too.
Yeah, it was good to see. Devin Deal, as you said, on the exterior played really well at the end position, very, very active. Marcus Deal, his brother, I thought played his best game up front. You saw Zach Chapman in there. I thought he played well. We had some young guys that came in. Connor Lindgren really played well, so it was good to see Connor get his first action of the year, and really go out and play at a high level. So we had some young guys that are starting to get themselves in the rotation, and it's great to see.
All right, Texas Tech coming up at 2:30 on Saturday. Challenge you offensively. You got a great running back in Taj Brooks that you talked about. Baron Morton, one of only, I think, 9 quarterbacks to throw it 200 times and only have 3 picks this year.
Yeah, I think Baron has really gotten better. I think that's the thing that stands out to me last year was he turned the ball over quite a bit last year and he hadn't done it at all this year. And I think that's been the key to their offensive success. But for them, it all starts with Taj Brooks. I mean, he's an outstanding running back. I think one of the best in the country. Real unique running style, real powerful. He's a big play guy. Breaks tackles, very patient, setting up blocks, and they utilize him. I think he's rushed for 100 yards in 13 of the last 15 games, if I'm not mistaken. So, really good football player, and they got a solid offense.
All right, Energy can win this game on Saturday, and the Horned Frogs fans can help, right?
Yeah, we got to have a great home atmosphere. I think we just saw one in Utah and saw what that did, and how much energy they took from that. And so we got to go out and play well. I think it's important for us to set the tone early and to get our crowd involved in the game. And so we got to play better at home. We haven't played very good football at home this year, and so that's going to be a big thing for us this week.
67th meeting all time between these two teams, the battle for the saddle. See you Saturday at 2:30 for the Frogs of the Red Raiders.